Good afternoon. Ron Montague here at the Southwest Railroad with a July 2025 update. So, the last update I did back in April, I mentioned I'm in the process of super detailing two F7As. Before I show you what I've done, so what happened is I thought I had a third A in a box, and when I got to looking around, I discovered that that third A was actually a B unit, which was already primed and had the grabs all ready to go. So I'm gonna show you. This is after the roundhouse, the ready to run. The roundhouse. I didn't do too much to this yet. There's a few pieces added to it. So this was the B unit. I got around last week and painting this up. It's all done, painted. It's decorated. It has the grabs. Most of the details, minus the MU hoses. I'm gonna put those on last. And I finally got around to the other F7A earlier today. And like I said, I'm still working. There's still a lot of details to be added. For the most part, I did finish the painting. The trucks that you're looking at on this one, the silver, the trucks are not going to be silver, first of all. I actually have in mind using some GE trucks. So I'm in the process of seeking those out, and I'll replace those trucks with them. Few add-ons, a few things I did finish up. I did manage to put a few grabs on it. Got the air conditioner on it. This one will have the spark arresters. This is the only one that will have the spark arresters. The B unit is going to keep his steam generator, even though the steam generator is not going to be in operation. And the other A unit, so will not have a steam generator either. Few things. This one do have a motor. It's all ready to go. It has a motor decoder. The B unit is a dummy. I'm not even going to worry about putting a motor in that for now. And this one here does have a motor, but I'm replacing the motor and I'm swapping everything out. Motors, trucks, and all that good stuff. I want to go fresh with it. And so that's what I've been doing with these. Like I said, I just got around to painting this one today. That one was last week. I got around to painting July 4th. I was trying to get a video out July 4th, but by the time I settled down, the fireworks started. And if you live in a big city, you know that fireworks don't end until 3 in the morning. One other thing, I will tighten up the gap on this end. As you can see, the gap is tightened up with the couplers. I didn't get around to this end, so I'm gonna tighten those up. Pull it in some so it won't have that much space. As you see, the space here, and it's a little less space on this end. So that's what I'm working with. So I haven't really been doing anything to the layout itself. What I have been doing is I've been doing a lot of weathering. So this whole string of cars, I just pulled them out. This is the whole next batch to be weatherized. So I'm just putting them in place. That way I know that this whole crew here is ready to be weatherized. In the background, some of the containers I did weather, a few, not all of them. I'm slowly getting around to doing things, but I've been really busy. Like I said, I haven't did anything to the layout, but I've been doing a lot of weathering and the super detailing with the F units, some of the containers, and one other thing on the other side. And the Santa Fe and the hopper and the tanker, they all lined up to be weatherized. Richmond and Fredericks and Potomac boxcar, I'm started on them, still got some work to do to it. The C&O boxcar, that's next to. So like I said, I got a lot of weather projects lined up. That's kind of what's been drawing me away from working on the layout itself. And these was the latest victims yesterday. Well, that's the before, and that's the after. So I gave that a sun bleach job. Grimed it up a little bit. in the L&N. Of course, I had to grime that up because it was just too shiny. And I mean, it was already asked to be painted anyway, so that's that. Nothing to that yet. I would get around. I keep procrastinating on weathering that, but eventually I'm going to get around to it. That's tagged and weathered. So like I said, I'm just lining up a lot of projects because I got my airbrush set up and I'm been doing a lot of weathering and painting. I'm having fun with it. So once I'm done and sick of it, I move on back to the layout. And one other project. So this locomotive was one of the original, I must say 8. I'm not really sure exact number, but it was part of the original super detailing project that I started somewhat 15 years ago, maybe. So this is GP50. So I had actually originally had 2 GP50s, 260s, U30C, GP35, and then the F units that I showed you, they was lined up. So I went to details. I gotta patch that hole for the horn. I kind of forgot about that. Some of the detail is based on a Southern Pacific minus the headlight package. Even though it's not Southern Pacific didn't have GP50s, but the details that I did on this in the 60s basically kind of run with the Southern Pacific details. I still have a lot more to do because I noticed that I got the one grab there, but I didn't even do the ones on that side. So I'm just basically playing around with that when I got it painted up. But like I said, I have about maybe 6 more from the previous detailing mission I was on. So I'm not going to get around to those until I get the F7s out of the way. And of course, why not throw in a caboose? So that's a blue box. I just painted it up for now. I'm gonna probably throw that back in a box because I really don't want to get into this right now until I get some of the older projects out of the way. But that's what it's gonna look like for now. Maybe it might change, who knows. So that's all I got for tonight. By the way, the blue, it's actually a C&O blue. It's not really trying to represent C&O. I just happen to like that color blue. So that's what color that is. Blue with the primer gray roof. So originally I wanted to do the roof black. What happened, I went to Yankee Dabbler yesterday and I had a list of all the paints that I was going to paint these up with. And one of them was grimy black and black. And once I got there, I kind of forgot why I was getting the black and thought the grimy black was solely the color that I wanted. And then after I got home, I started to mask the roof up and realized that I only had a grimy black and not the black. So for now, it's okay. I'm going to leave it like that. And stay tuned for the next update. And hopefully this one will be painted and close to finish next time I see you. But for now, see you soon. And one other note, untrained related, but let's be safe out there. Let's stay weather alert. It's been kind of crazy throughout the country with these crazy weather phenomenons. Let's stay safe, stay alert, stay alive, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye for now. It's Ron Montag at the Southwest Railroad.